I mean, imagine if you rob someone, yeah, like a few key a puff, and you got away with it. You keep your mouth shut, wouldn't you? Yeah. You wouldn't tell anyone, especially people you didn't know. Yeah, you wouldn't like go bragging about it. I mean, the person you rob, like, mate, you ain't just gonna forget about it, is he? Go on, right, yeah. Life goes on, like a few key a puff. You know what I mean? So keep your mouth. So you're gonna keep your mouth shut, yeah. Uh, not everyone keeps their mouth shut. Some people love to brag about what they've done, and you meet them in prison, don't you? They love to brag about what they've done. And listen, everyone talks shit in prison, myself included. We all do it. You know, you embellish just to entertain yourself. You know what I mean? You change this, change that. By the time you've told the same story, like, to the 100th person, your little £1,000 move is turned into a £500 super move. You know what I mean? We've all done it. We've all talked shit. But when you're talking about something that could actually get you in trouble, yeah, serious trouble, keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean? There was a geezer in. No, actually, I'll start again. I was banged up with my codie at the time. Yeah, I was doing 28 months. I spoke about that before. I was doing 28 months. So geezer opposite. So we're banged up there. Geezer opposite from the similar ends to us. Yeah. So that's how you start talking, innit? Like a lot of the time, oh, what end you from, mate? Oh, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Do you know him? Do you know him? Do you know him? I mean, it was instantly. Do you know what I've done? Do you know what I've done? I mean, I can't remember his name now. He definitely didn't. I know you call people mate and stuff. Yeah, I'm not even like, or bruv. Barely even ask people's names. Just not even for anything. It's just that habit of saying brother, mate. Yeah. So I know I didn't. I probably didn't even ask for his name, and I probably didn't even offer him mine. He still don't know us. I mean, he's known us a day, a social day as well. You're talking like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? And he's bragging, and he starts. What is it? He starts talking about one of the survey boys. Yeah, that's how I put it. I was trying to think how to say it. One of the survey boys. How he had him over for a bit of puff, yeah, for a few key, right? He's laughing like, well, you go through the survey twice a day, don't you? So he's laughing. He's taking the piss. The survey geezer. You don't recognise me, blah 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 blah. What a mug. This that. Well, anyway, it turns out that Survey, who was a good geezer on the wing, yeah. Obviously sells puff on road. He had one of his regular customers, someone he knew, had to come and get a few key of puff. The buyer has sent matey, the bragger, yeah, to pick it up. So he picked it up. I don't know the ins and outs of what was said to Survey about, you know, why, like, he's coming, blah blah blah. Anyway, he's come, he's got it, drops it back off to matey. Unbeknownst to Survey, the buyer was just knocking him, not gonna pay him, yeah. Give the bragger like a drink out of it because they were pals. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's like, said, yeah, I'm gonna knock him, go and get it, blah blah blah. Bragger never said that. He made that he was the buyer, and it was all his and this and that. You know what I mean? That's how, like, these people, those that talk the loudest, they've genuinely got the least to say. Every time, yeah. So we're listening, we're going, oh yeah. Right. We must have waited until the next day. Yeah, me and my codie, till he slipped down to Survey's cell and bubbled this geezer up. I mean, listen, I make no bones about it. I was a scumbag. My codie, he'll have to answer for himself. And by the way, yeah, take me out off to you, mate. Yeah, wherever you are, yeah. I hope you're doing good. But doesn't change the fact We went downstairs, bubbled this geezer up. Yeah, now this servery geezer, he's good stuff as well. Yeah, he's got a lot of that. You know what I mean? Our mindset, we're gonna earn out of this. Straight down there. He's got a lot of that. Plus, he's got all the burn on the wing. He's got all the burn on the wing. Yeah, and he's the sweetest geezer to tick off as well. I mean, every week I'd go to him and there'd be some sort of shortage, you know what I mean? And never once did he go, oh, I'm going to double it till next week then. It was always, yeah, just give it to me next week. But he was good stuff, you know what I mean? He was. So we've gone down there, boom, 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 boom. By the time we've walked out of there, both of us had debted up to him to our eyeballs for burn. Yeah, God knows how many packs of burn each we owe him. Every single week you got to rob Peter to pay Paul, like, you know what I mean? We probably owed him, God knows, 20 packs or something ridiculous, you know what I mean? And, well, by the time we walked out of there, our debts were squashed, both of us. We both had ounce of burn each back in the day when you could smoke burn. Both had an ounce of burn each, and we both had 150 quid winging its way into our prison accounts en route. Yeah, we trusted him. That's how much we had each. 150 quid each, ounce of burn each, plus a debt squash, and our debt would have been ridiculous to him. It honestly would have. Can't even remember it. When I say 20 packs, that's probably not an exaggeration. Between us, that was a normal week, man. It was nothing. But just found a pincushion on the floor. But don't tread on that. But yeah. Obviously, with the condition, he did not just give us that just for the info, is it? We got to weigh this geezer in. So we waited till the next day. Come the next social. The next day, we decided that we do him in the shower. Yeah, me and my Cody. I mean, this geezer, he was a big mouth, but it was a clean big mouth. I give him that every day, regular as clockwork. As soon as they busted the door for social, he was straight in there. Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah. He was one of them people you could guarantee you could set your clock by. You come out of there, shower kit in hand, straight in the shower. Be surprised how many soap dodgers are on the wing, mate. No excuse for it. Anyway, he'd be straight in there. So we're leaning on the railings, watching him go in. Morning, mate. Morning. We've let him go in there. We've had the plan was to let him sort of start getting ready to get out before we went in there. Yeah, that's what we did. So we give it, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever. We've gone in there, taking our time. He's in there, showering. He's coming out, we're chatting away, taking our time, sort of like hesitant, because we don't really want to get in the shower, yeah? We don't want to be standing there naked or in our boxes, whatever, doing this. We want him to have no clothes on and us to be dressed, basically, yeah. So we're hesitating, hello, taking our time, taking our tops off really slow, you know what I mean? By the time we both took our t-shirts off, he's come out of the shower, right? He's sort of walked basically next to us, like there's a bench along the walls. You put your shower kits on and all that, yeah, you get dressed, get dry, whatever, yeah, you got the bench. He's bent down to pick up his towel. As soon as he's bent down to pick up his towel, my Cody's coming quick. Hit him, yeah, straight under the eye. Yeah, now, this geezer, right, he was big, yeah, he was a lump, and we thought he was gonna be an handful. We thought, there's lucky there's two of us here, because he looked like he was gonna be an handful. But he was big, he weren't that hard, he was a bit of a screamer, and his skin was like paper. Now, listen, me and my Cody ain't spectacularly hard, and we're hitting people and ripping them to shreds and all that, yeah. But every time we hit this geezer, his skin was like paper, it was just ripping. Screws honestly thought that he'd been like done with a tool, yeah, but obviously he hadn't been, yeah. But you know, your head and your face bleeds a lot anyway. Adrenaline, water, sweat. So it probably looked worse than what it was, yeah. But my Cody's hit him. He's gone against the wall, slumped down it, sort of sat down as I'm sitting there onto the bench. Don't forget, this happened quick. This wasn't like he's hit him and he's gone down slow. He's come in, hit him, he's hit the wall, and he's gone down it. Now me, the big brave man, has come in once he's already been hit and slumped down on the wall. Basically, if the bench weren't there, he'd have been down on the floor. I've come in, steamed into him, bang, 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 left, right, left, right. Yeah, his face. My Cody's come back in, and we're just punching fuck out of this geezer. There ain't no risk of a screw, barely a screw on the wing, mate. Weighed him in. All the while he slumps on the bench sitting up, which unlucky for him, yeah, because if he was on the floor and there was two of us, maybe we would have got in each other's way or whatever. But where he's sitting up, he's tried to cover, but his hands are like that, you know what I mean? He's mullered. So we're just clocking him, punch fuck out of him. We left him. Actually, I should say, we're calling him a grass, screaming, going, you grass, blah, blah, blah. We just don't want him to know why he's getting it, yeah, or to confuse him, right? Anyway, punched him up. He's screaming, oh, I'm not grass. We've done him now. Yeah, there's blood all over us. Turned the showers on, washed our arms and our hands, come out, fucked off, went back to our pads, yeah? All the while, server's downstairs, and he looking up at the shower. As we come out, bang, little wink, nodding a wink. And that was it. I mean, genuinely, those that scream the loudest, literally scream the loudest, I've got the least to say. I mean, nobody likes braggers, nobody likes blaggers, nobody likes anyone that just does not. We didn't even know this geezer, and if it weren't us that did it, it would have been someone else. And if it was someone else, it could have been a million times worse. I'm not justifying it. I'm really not. I'm not trying to justify none of my actions. That's the way I was back then. Would have done anything for a pound note. Was a scumbag. Blatantly bubbled that geezer up. Would we have bubbled him up if Serveries didn't have all of that? Probably not. You know what I mean? That's the mindset. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, hit subscribe, and we'll chat tomorrow. Adios.